Hello, hello, thank you for checking in. Hello, it is Thursday, Stupid Question Day, a regular feature of Live with Lorielle New, where I put on the genius cap, which allows me to answer any question about any topic in the entire universe with complete accuracy. Woohoo! Hello! Let me say hello to everybody. Hello, Star, and Shocker, and Sturgis Guy, and Tesis, and House of Dave, and Sam, and Clinton, and Eric, and Petey, and Tim, and Ryan, and Photo, and Philip, and Mark Mean, and Star Raven, and Angie Jonas, and Fairies Lover, and Lucky Girl, and Adri Yusuf, and Lacram, and Marcel, and Jim Dandy, and Sturgis Guy, and Philip, and John McCain, and N1QOV, and Joe Barney. Thank you for checking in. Hello. And are you guys having trouble with the connection today? David Jones? Let's see if I can. I apologize for anyone who seems. Hi, Wing Doggy. Is the connection having a trouble today? Let me see if I can. Hi, Bill. Bill got a message that the hangout was full. But it's not. I know, Bill. I have no idea why it does that. Sometimes it says hangout's full and it's not full. Google is like possessed and evil and horrible. I hate Google. Well, Bill, it may be full of something else, but Google Barometer does not keep track of bullcrap. I may be full of bullcrap here in the room, but that should not prevent anyone from joining. Marcel has a question. The first question for Stupid Question Day today, where I answer any question about any topic in the entire universe with complete accuracy. Marcel has a question for the genius. What is the phobia of chainsaws called? Common sense! Yes, that is true. Chainsaw-ophobia. Hackomania. Common sense. Hi, Gallant North. Thank you for checking in. Hi, Philip. So for anyone who's just checking in, I am live right now on YouTube and Google Hangouts. Just to let you know, if you're watching on YouTube, there's like a minute lag. So the timing will seem off to when you write and my response and what you hear. There's like a minute lag. So just want to let you know, not ignoring anyone, but there's a lag. So that kind of throws things off a little bit when you're watching on YouTube. But hello, it's Stupid Question Day! Wing Doggy says, yeah, some people are having, David Jones is having trouble, some people are having trouble with the connection with the Hangout today. Google is being, seriously, like, it's saying that it's full, but there's like 5 people here, and everyone who's trying to sign in, it's saying it's full. So I apologize for everyone trying to sign in. If you're having trouble connecting, go to the YouTube, and the links are both on the Twitter for both rooms. Or just go to YouTube if you're having trouble, if that's easier or better. So, sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know. Marcel says it. Yeah, it might be a self-fulfilling prophecy where, like, Google kicks people out, but then it still says, like, it's in its tally. I think what happens is Google it doesn't connect right, and so Google will kick people out, but then it's, for some reason, it still like thinks that the people are there when it's counting. So it's kicked everybody out today. So thanks, Google. Thanks. And I posted some more pictures on Twitter and Facebook yesterday. And I'm supposed to go to an event tonight. I'm not sure if I'll make it, but I actually did do my hair and makeup, so I'm supposed to go to something. We'll see. So how is everybody doing today? And who has a question for the genius? Let me see who's here. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Google is kicking everybody out today. Hangouts is empty because Google has kicked everyone out. Okay, good. David Jones is on YouTube. If you're having trouble, if Google is kicking you out, just go to YouTube. Oh, good, Bill Knaus. Marcel and Bill Knaus are there. Yeah, David Jones, I'm still waiting for that pizza delivery. I'm still waiting, David Jones. Pizza with everything. I want pizza with everything. Oh, and I'm very happy. Well, I'm happy, but I'm holding off on my excitement because we've seen this happen before. But today the Flower Bandit came by. Now, she walked by down the alley and but did not come into the parking lot or come back to the garden. She just walked by. So I was like, oh, and I stayed inside. I didn't say anything, so she didn't know I could see. But I saw her, and she didn't pick any flowers. She didn't even pick any flowers from the alley garden. So I was like, yay, yay. Okay, one day of good behavior. Let's see if we can make it 2 or 3. Let's see if we can go a whole week. I'm a little reticent to get too excited because she's been good for a couple days before and then goes back to bad behavior. But I'm crossing my fingers. I'm eternally optimistic. Marcel says she's just waiting. Yeah, Marcel says that's because you have no flowers left. She picked them all. She's just waiting for the buds to bloom. There's a bunch of buds. Well, I've got a whole bunch of roses, and then I've got geranium bushes, and she took a bunch. She took like half the flowers off the geraniums. There's still some flowers in the geraniums, but. And, oh, speaking of the alley, do you know what? Have any of you ever seen the Google? Speaking of Google Maps. I love Google Maps, but they have a car. Do you know how they make those maps? Is they've got a car, and on the top, it looks like a VW Bug. With the top of it, it's got an extra part, and it's like a 360 camera, and it's like this top of the car, and it's this whole circular mound of like a circular global 360 camera with like lenses all around, and it just drives around. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen this, but I have now in the last couple months seen it going up and down and back and forth and up and down my alley, mapping the alley. Today I was outside and it got me. I was walking outside and the car drove by and I was like, oh my god, am I going to be on Google Maps? Because it used to, before the Google Maps didn't have the alley. Now they do that. They start getting like all the little alleys and all the side streets, so you can get the Google Maps to look at everything anywhere. It's a little crazy, but hi, Lara. Lara says, really? No, oh no! I sent them at like 4:45. And then I sent that Google is having troubles today, Allura, so sorry for the delay. I sent everything on time, but it's been kicking people out the whole time too. But it's super question day! Yeah, so I got photographed by the Google Maps thing, and I don't know if they're supposed to like digitally erase license plates and people and stuff when they put that stuff up. But there's been plenty of times where um, things have slipped through the cracks, and people find like crazy things, like people and things happening on. You can't see anyone else? Oh, I'm sorry, Laura. Google is being really weird today. David Jones, I already am. In my mind. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Angie, I don't know. Angie, I don't know if Angie. I'm gonna try. You got a new vent. Good for you, Alara. I don't know. It might not. Google might not have been letting Angie in. I'll send another invite. So, well, last time I checked, when I first moved in here, Bill, the Google, it couldn't see. You couldn't actually see my house. It only had the main street. It didn't have the back or the alley or anything like that, or the parking lots. You could see the overview, but you couldn't get a street view. Now, that's all been updated. You can see, everything. You can see my plants. You can see the alley garden. I never tell anyone, Allure, but somehow everybody seems to know anyhow. Marcel says they used a boat to Google map the canals in Amsterdam. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Well, now they're going up and down all the alleys and the little side streets and stuff. They had all the main streets. Now they're doing all the back alleys. So you can get your street view of back alleys all over Los Angeles as well. Laura! Laura says everyone at bingo was telling her not to say stuff because it's stupid. Laura, that doesn't sound like you're hanging out with a very fun crowd. Wait, Laura's getting yelled at by an 87-year-old lady. harassed, right? Oh, I'm sorry, Allura. I'm sorry, Allura. You know, Allura, sometimes when people get older, they get crabbier. Just to remind you, sometimes people get older, they get crabbier. Also, um, sometimes it might not just, she might not really be me. When people are starting to get the early stages of dementia or Alzheimer's, which happens at that age, they start to lose part of what the things that first starts to go as far as memory loss is like social situational kind of acuity, where they start saying really embarrassing things or rude things. They people start to say it's like they don't have any consciousness of what not to say, and they say whatever's on their mind. But that is actually the start of when they start to say inappropriate things. That is a sign of dementia. Like I have a friend whose parents had dementia, and the first signs, first at the beginning of it, the mother all of a sudden was saying like kind of rude things to her kids, like, "Oh, you look really fat today." And at first the kids were upset because they're like, "Why are you saying these mean things?" But it's kind of like the brain starts to lose that sense of appropriateness, and all of a sudden just is saying whatever is in your head. Because normally their mother wouldn't say like, "Oh, you're getting fat. Suck your stomach in. You're fat." But because she had dementia, she would start saying things, and it seemed kind of mean. But it wasn't really her. Hi, Fairies Lover. Hi. Hi, James Beard. So yeah, it's stupid question day. And sorry, Google is being a real pain in the butt. It wasn't letting most of you guys sign in to the Hangouts. So sorry for everyone who's having trouble. I know it must be very frustrated. And I hope Andy Jonas is not going crazy somewhere. You like your new bank? Hope you got free checking, Allura. Marcel has a question for the genius. Am I out of shape if a turtle outruns me? Or is the fridge just too far? Yes. That would qualify for being out of shape. I've seen some YouTube videos with turtles running surprisingly fast, but despite that, you should still be able to outrun a turtle. There's a YouTube video I saw of a turtle like playing with a ball, and he's surprisingly fast. It was very funny. It's funny, you know, I really love all the animal videos on YouTube because it really humanizes, I guess, though that's not really the right word, but it really gives you an insight into the realization that all of these animals have feelings too. I think a lot of people think like animals are just animals, like they just go on instinct and they don't really have feelings. But then you see videos of cats and dogs and turtles and every other animal in the world, like snuggling and cuddling and being affectionate and looking for love, protecting each other, taking care of each other, playing. And you're like, wait, maybe what we think we know is not what is not really accurate. I think we've assumed that we're the only ones who have a brain or have feelings for a lot of years. That is just not the case. Wait, Marcel says, oh yeah, there was a video of a turtle chasing a pigeon. There's Yeah, the videos where you see like an animal, like a dog, trying to drag its hurt friend after his friend has been hit by a car, and you see a dog drag its friend's body off the road, off to the side, and guard and protect their hurt and or dead friend. You can't ever watch that and say that these animals do not have feelings or are not thinking. That is not instinct. That is a real action that's on video. Yeah, or when you see the videos of the animals that are like mourning the loss of somebody, or when somebody comes back, there's videos where like somebody comes back after a long time being away at like school or the war or something, and the dog like freaks out. 2 years later, a dog has a memory of that person. Years later, the person comes back because the dog doesn't know where you went. You just disappeared, and the dog's like, ah! 2 years later, that person comes back, and the dog freaks out. That dog that's a brain working. That is memory. That is memory happening. So, I'm an animal lover, animal activist. Marcel says, over here there's a swan who lost its mate and is crying to shiny reflections of himself. Oh, that's me too! It's me looking in the mirror going, where are you, my love, my dear? Marcel, that's so cute. I'm sure it's really cute. In fact, actually, I don't know, is there a video of it, Marcel? If you would tweet it. They do say that swans mate for life, which is kind of crazy and kind of awesome. Oh, tweet it, Marcel. Tweet it to me, Marcel, so I can retweet it for everyone. And elephants too are supposed to have very, very long memories and very strong family ties and bonds. Yeah, there's a lot of people who seem to think that animals don't have feelings, don't have memories or emotions. Does my SUV have a sunroof? Does it? No, it does not. It is. Oh my goodness! How has that happened? already 5:45. I can't believe how quickly that went. Well, I hope everybody's having a good day. It's Stupid Question Day. I will be back tomorrow for Funny Friday. I hope you'll have some jokes to share with everybody, share with the group, to put everybody in a good mood for the weekend. Let me say goodbye to everybody. Sorry, today was a little bit messed up because YouTube was crashing and not letting anybody in. Let me say goodbye to everybody. Allure Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and Tesis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angie Jonas and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Andrew Yusuf and The Cram and Joe Barney and N1QOV and Jim Dandy and Sturgis Guy and Red Stapler and Philip and David Jones and James Beard and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Wing Doggy. Thank you for checking in. You guys are awesome. Let me make sure I didn't miss anyone. Yeah. You can see it, can't you? Uh-huh. All right. I love you. Bye, Marcel. I love you. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye.